Hello folks, and welcome back to our playthrough of Elder Kings, the Crusader Kings 2 mod that brings you into the Elder Scrolls universe. So in the last episode, well, we really didn't do too much in the last episode. We attempted to make a claim against these guys, against, let's see, what faction is he again? Hold on. So he is part of the Tribunal Temple, yes. So we tried to make a claim against him, tried to take some of his territory. It didn't go so well, though. Our forces were kind of routed. So we're going to continue building up our forces here and hopefully try again and succeed this time. Good news, though, is our Archmagister is now a adult Dunmer. Let's see, where's the... There it is. Adult Dunmer. He only has a -10 to his fertility, and our wife should be getting to adult pretty soon. Well, actually, she still has several years to go. Pickle Mike asks, how was the building last night? Oh, apparently... Did I always have the Mage's Breath sign? No, I don't think I did. Okay. The building went alright. I ended up resorting to using console commands to make it easier, because otherwise it just would have taken forever. So... Came out pretty good though. Looks pretty decent, I think. And we at least got the factory working enough to create the 45 caliber ammunition that we need for our continued success in the Commonwealth. And we also made a little housing area for our settlers, or slaves there. Actually, they're more settlers at Starlight Drive-In. You know, they have more freedoms than the other slaves. Alright, so our overall goal here is to eventually get to the point that we can have our kids and actually have a proper heir here. Hopefully we will, anyways. Pickle Mike says there's no decent, there's only good or shit. Well, then I'll say it's good. Because it's good to the point that we can build what we need to build. And I have a general idea of how to expand upon that and do even a more factory building, eventually anyways. Alright, it looks like they want us to build, or to create an ambition here. Warlord is interesting. We have technology though, so let's go for that. I think we wanted legalism, because legalism is going to give us access to low centralization. Of course, we gotta wait 5 years. We also realized in the course of all of that we don't have the ability to revoke titles. We realized that at the end of the last episode, because we kind of need that so that we can kind of expand our realm here. What titles do I have under my direct control? The Lordship of Tel Bernora, that we could probably give to someone. Because that's kind of out of our way. Do we have someone loyal here that we could give it to? Well, who's on our council right now? This spy master seems to like us for the most part. Let's... but I don't know if giving her that will take her away, but we'll give it to her. Lordship of Tel Bernora there. Alright, so that opened us up a little bit. Because currently under our control, we have the Barony of Lolthanis, the Lordship of Thalaravel, Sedas, and Telvanis. So I have 2 here? Yes, I do have 2. My liege, I wish to intercede on the behalf of one of your prisoners, Princess Ulmesi of the Great House Telvanni. Surely a show of mercy would please all your vassals. I can diplomatically explain why I cannot, so let's do that. Because eventually we want to revoke her titles. let's take a look. If we're looking at the Kingdom of Morrowind... Oh wait, no, that's not it. Oh, because that's the whole big place. Never mind. I'm trying to get a sense of how I could eventually take her stuff here. Is it possible to plot her death? It is. Would eventually land to our marshal, though. Relinquish a claim to one of your titles. What does she have a claim on? Oh, of the Great House Telvanni. Well, let's focus on that then. Because that'll help us. Well, it'll at least take away a claim that she has to the Great House. Our force is doing 2.11k. Directly under us is about 1,500. We can get to about 2,000. So right now we're going to look through here real quick, see if there's any other buildings that we can make that will give us more money. Oh, this place, because we only have a hunter's hut there. So let's do the small farm. And we could also do... Let's do the hunter's hut here as well. Yeah, pretty much we're focusing on trying to build up our money supply right now. That's probably the biggest thing. Do we face much of a potential threat from these guys? A little bit, a little bit. We'll have to be careful with that. Another important thing that we have to do is we have to look through our vassals to get a sense of what their potential threat is. One has 500, one has 962. I have a prime opportunity to practice my restoration magic. Numerous pilgrims are sick or injured from the dangerous overland journeys and have clubbed together to contract the mage's guild to tend to their wounds. I'm told that I can take the job if I wish. I suppose that's possible. Using your knowledge of healing spells, I'm able to treat the maladies of my clients one at a time. Though some of their wounds will take additional time to heal, they still appreciate my efforts. And we gain a little bit of renown among our colleagues. Pickle Mike asks, how is your day? It's been alright. I was training one of our new dealers on roulette today, so that's always a nice thing. It was doing alright. Religion. My best elector candidate. Oh, we have a campaign fund? Interesting. I have absolutely no idea how to go about doing that. No idea at all. Uh-oh. I had to mute my mic there for a moment because I had a sneeze. Wonderful allergies are, coming back into fold as we get closer to winter. I imagined a situation which became more and more intimidating, with an outcome that could mean life or death. I swallowed hard and decided that I would stay put and fight. Brave is definitely a good trait to have. Did I actually get it? Not that I can see. How's our magic coming along? We're at full magic. Well, let's open our skill book here and see if we fortify her fertility? Maybe that will help. Thank you for that, Omar. Alright, let's gauge her fertility here. Cast the spell, and it's still less than 0. So it looks like we're probably going to have to wait until she's actually an adult Dunmer before we can actually, you know, have our kids. Which means making sure that I don't die, so we're going to forbid ourselves from leading troops for the time being. Even though we are a good marshal, we just don't need to die. I have lots of potential righteous imprisonments. Who's this guy? Commander? Is it alright, Commander? What was his plus? Let's see. This is Tervel. Kill Prince Uvren. Oh, I don't care about that then. Alright, what's this? My liege, I've tried to make Muthsera Nolian of Mothriva realize... Well, let's see. You've pretty much sucked. You suck, Chancellor dude. You suck. Although he shouldn't suck, he's 26, which is about almost as good as you can get. I think generally once you get to around 30, you're pretty much maxed out. I mean, it's still possible to get above that, I think, but it's not likely. Okay, why aren't anyone joining our claim here? Or our plots? Tervel might. Let's give him some money. Oh, close my, Actually, you know what? I can probably make him like me. Boost global recruitment. No, one of these has to make him like me. Pickle Mike asks, why do lizard people in Skyrim, the Argonians, have breasts? It's a good question. Probably best not to think about it, though. I don't know why this person... Oh, there's the send gift, though. Hey, one of my commanders has improved significantly. Interval has finally decided to join us, it looks like. And apparently he's the only one willing to join us. Well, hopefully it's enough just having one person join. Potions are in short supply. I guess we're going to do potion making. And I get a little pouch of gold coins. How are we doing in our society anyways? We're gradually getting there. I don't know if growing in the Mages Guild actually gives anything super exciting. It might, but... Oh, you're failing again? Nolian's going to completely hate us. Yep, Nolian completely hates us. Completely hates us. Oh well. Alright, can't do any more on technology right now. Military is, we're almost maxed out on our military here. While passing judgment on criminals from the safety of your throne until a young noble is brought before you, you quickly come to the conclusion the man is indeed guilty. Do we condemn him, or do we release him? Bring the noble, or being of noble birth means nothing. To the dungeons. Your steward has collected a special tithe in Telvanus. That's interesting. Oh, because they're collecting taxes. I forgot about that. I never got along well with Baroness Valkyra of North Spring, but now it's getting worse. Well, we're becoming bitter rivals. Alright, so we kind of need to build up our military forces here as well. I think we'll do the Velothi infantry quarters because that is going to give us access to battle mages. And Lothanis is going to be the location that might potentially see the most enemies coming through it, so we should probably build up its defenses. Let's... What the fuck was that? It's so good to see you, Muth Sarah. Veros spent the favor Archmagister Kayle Urath to force the realm peace. Oh, that's what that was about? You are enforcing realm peace. Interesting. I think that's the first time I've ever noticed realm peace enforced, but okay. Pickle Mike says, why do cat people in Skyrim only have 2 breasts? They're freaking cats. Female cats have 8 nipples. Well, you know, apparently those... they had to adapt, maybe over time. Though you're very concerned with non-human breasts there, Pickle Mike. It's not a good thing. Let's see. Do we help out the pilgrims here? I guess, because we never did get charitable yet. And we're still not getting it. Oh, hell. And I'm also seeing that we're, like, almost completely out of money. But at least our steward is being productive. And... oh, okay, so we go from realm peace is being enforced to realm peace enforced. Your council has declared that the peace shall rule the realm. Your vassals are unable to wage war on each other for another 59 months. My liege, loyal servants such as I... oh, you're looking for more land. I don't think so. We use our diplomacy to avoid it. Pickle Mike says, I'm considering? I don't know what... considering? Is that what you were saying? The logic of Skyrim, logic of animals, anatomy. Pickle Mike, that doesn't exactly make sense what you were trying to say there. It's a little convoluted all over. Now, why does one person view me as a tyrant? And then other people are like fine with me. You'd think being a tyrant would be something that would just last forever. Hello there, Ryan. Welcome back. Oh, Pickle Mike saying I'm concerned about the logic of Skyrim's animal anatomy or whatever. Yeah, right now I'm looking through some of this to get a general idea of I have all these powerful vassals that hate me. Oh well. Probably what I need to do is build more duchies. That will probably help. As you ponder new ways to improve your realm, Court Physician Mercano approaches you with an idea. My Archmagister, if you were to institute a system of provincial apothecaries, the health of your subjects would improve significantly. I lose 38.7 gold, but your domain counties receive a significant prosperity boost. Well, one's doing all right. Yeah, right now we're still, Ryan, we're still waiting for our wife to age up a little bit. So she's no longer a young Dunmer. I think it's around 50 that they age up. Tavern. Bathroom. Or bathrooms. Haha. Shrine. No. Toll stations give a lot of gold. It's just really expensive to make them. Ryan Miller says, same. My girlfriend is 11 right now. And then in big bold letters, kidding. My liege, please listen to me. That man you are so fond of is no more than a treacherous, despicable snake. This is Nolian. I don't believe you. You are just jealous. I don't like either of them, really. But Nolian, well, my chancellor completely messed up our relationship, so. And of course, Nolian's giving us like almost none of his tax money. Of course, he has almost no money either. I wonder. Can I use... How much magic power do I have? Okay. Let's try and kill Nolian with the power of magic. Truces are expiring. Lovely. With not so much as a warning, Vivek arrived at my court today. He explained to me that he wishes to hold a parade to warm the spirits of my subjects, and desires a humble donation to help fund the impromptu event. Well, for Vivek, I suppose we can. I will donate a large sum of money. You know, Vivek is a living god after all. The parade was magnificent. Vivek rode atop a great gold-painted stilt strider, which simmered in the sun's glow as ceremonially garbed buoyant armigers marched behind. Waving to the townspeople, Vivek threw potions, clothing, coins, and jewelry, which gently floated down into the waiting arms of the delighted crowd. When the parade ended, Vivek publicly thanked me for my large financial contribution, and the people cheered. Once he and his entourage left, many people thanked me. So we gain 25 prestige and favor. We get a little modifier that gives us 0.05 prestige and 2 diplomacy. The 2 diplomacy is not too bad. Ryan, that's a very interesting conversation there about age of consent. Alright, so I want to drain his health. Do it. Use the greater version of the spell. And that hits him for -3, so that's not bad. I need more potion missions. And I get some gold. Alright, anything else that we can do to hurt him? Bountiful prosperity. Ooh, I could have cast that on myself. Or there's transmute. Raising your monthly income. Greater version for 32 magic. You know what? Let's do that. Let's see. So our current income is 6.4. Using this. Okay, we have the modifier plus 3 monthly wealth. So it goes up to 9.4. That's pretty good. Pickle Mike asks, is the map Tamriel? Yes. So, like, the major part of the map is Tamriel here. So you have, like, Skyrim up here. Morrowind and that is here. The Imperial City is, like, around here. High Rock, I think, is around here. Eleanor is part of the Somerset Isles. So that's where all the Altmer are, the High Elves. But there's other parts of the map too. Explore the, I guess, less known locations. So areas over here that have the, what are these people? The Say Sea, which are like snake people. Pickle Mike asks, isn't there another island? What do you mean by another island exactly? Oh, about the other locations, yeah. Those areas are... I'm trying to remember where those areas are covered. If it was covered in like one of the old Elder Scrolls games, or if it was something else. A group of vicious highwaymen have been preying on travelers in Telvannis. Your scouts have discovered the location of their camp, but if you march an army towards them, they will disperse long before it arrives. A small band of handpicked warriors, personally led by you, might stand a better chance. We'll strike at the bandits. You select 12 of the bravest and most capable men of your personal levies. Together you set off towards the bandit camp and approach it under the cover of darkness. Their leader, a big one-eyed brute of a man, sits at a campfire with his lieutenants and is dividing up the spoils of their latest raid. Charge! Your men storm the bandit camp and cut down the startled highwaymen in droves. Their leader proves to be a capable fighter, and 2 of your men have their skulls cleaved by his massive axe. As the wild melee continues on all sides, you and the leader are separated from the others and face each other in single combat. 10% chance to be wounded, but we hold our own. The fight was hard and the bandit's leader's axe came close to splitting your head more than once, but you managed to dig your blade into his unprotected flank, and the brute was felled. A job well done. Well, that's always a good thing. Pickle Mike says, name your next born special kid. Well, the first one's gonna be named Ryan. Or at least the first male. I guess we could name the first female Ryan as well. But yeah, Ryan claimed in the previous episode to name one Ryan. So, Pickle Mike, you're claiming special kid for the following one after that. I just hope that whatever kids we have inherit the genius and strong perks, because those are the ones that'll really help us out. Alright, and we've gone long enough that we can try to implement some of this. Unfortunately, we don't really have too many supporters on the council, unless we can buy some support. Of course, all the people who are loyalists are doing stuff for Mutsera Gallos. There you are, you bastard. Uh-oh. I guess Sarah Alaru, our old spy master, was murdered. Oh, by Gallos? In that case, let's, the council is saying no. Oh, this is my wife. I don't want to grab my wife on. Alright, let us open our employment list and bring in a new spy master. Excellent. Alright, we'll grant him Telbanora again. And then we'll make him our new spy master, and hopefully he'll serve us well. He is a glory hound, actually. Well, let's at least see what happens with him. At least he'll support us. So Gallus is the big issue. Alright, let's see. Musera Tervel of Gar Sadrith tried to have me assassinated. Expose him immediately. Oh yeah, wasn't I having Tervel join a plot or whatever? And it really hasn't gone anywhere. Anyone else willing to join the plot? No. Well, forget you people then. Alright, Tervel. Can I arrest Tervel? Yes, I can. And he's raised his flag in rebellion, so we will go off to eliminate him. Alright, so we have Goler and Neurasea. Let's use our intrigue and employ a new martial character. Make her a commander. And put her in command over there. Pickle Mike asks, do you like to take online surveys for money? Not really. I tried doing something like that before and it never really went anywhere. Alright, not bad wiping them out here. And at least this gives us an opportunity to win some wars and make that a little bit better for us for earning some points in our military. Alright, we have finished this little war and force it. And have our troops return home. Alright, now we have two of our guys all sitting in jail, waiting for us to revoke their titles. So Gallows is still a big issue here. I mean, let's see. Can I request council support? No. Fire Counselor. Well, goodbye, Gallows. Alright, so now how are things looking? Only one is supporting us? What if I give it a little bit of time? Okay. Why are you people not supporting me? Oh, you're helping Veros here. Which is my Chancellor. He's kind of sucking right now, too. I need my people. Why don't I have an option to fire him? Ah, hell. Alright, let's put our wife on the council. She'll at least help us out a little, maybe. Because you can have the wife on the council if she likes you, because then you're still getting her wife bonus for intrigue. Alright, and can I lock up Gallows here? No, why? Why do you... Musera Veros? Why do these people keep buying... Grrr, bastards. They keep buying favors out of my people who are loyal. Do I just need to fire the whole damn council? It's looking that way, damn it. Alright, let's look at getting a steward here. Your Magister has been discovered. Let's see. Oh, that's my Magister. Is my Magister good? My Magister is good. Alright, Steward. Let's change that up. Come on, one of these Steward people has to end up being good for us. We have Norelli here. Will she work for us? She is a pragmatist. Kind of close to being a loyalist, but not quite there. Let's try one more. Oh, and we can rank up. Hooray! Alright, what about Halevala? Or whatever she's called here. She's also more of a pragmatist. Well, let's see. Anyone with any bad ambitions? Just, stubborn, chaste, erudite. We'll do Halevala. Whatever her damn name is. So that's 3 and 3. With our vote, it should pass. Anyways, Pickle Mike. Sorry, I was a little distracted. As for taking questions or like doing online surveys for money, I did that a long time ago, and it never really paid out. You have to answer so many different questions to actually make some money. I think the most I made for was like 20 or 50 bucks or something like that. And it was a lot of hard work to do it. I imagine that it's even less lucrative now. Alright. Which of these do we want to take from him? He's a traitor, so our vassals aren't going to care too much. We can do the same with her. We should probably take Thenham here. Alright, not bad. Now I suppose an option is to potentially give our wife some land. We could always do that to gather up more supports. Can we take the rest of her land? Yes. So you know what, we're going to do that. And then this barony of Halloran, we're going to give to our wife. Everyone seems to support it. And our wife should support us for the most part. She's trusting, she's not ambitious. Like if our wife was ambitious, we wouldn't want to give her it. But like this, I think she'll work. Let's see, my marshal approaches me after a council meeting and asks to join for supper. We both had a grand time, and I think perhaps we should continue to spend time with Uvrin. Let's be friends, especially if it's going to help out with council matters. Because we wanted to be able to revoke titles, and then after that, was it inheritance? We can change our inheritance here. Primogenitor. The oldest child of the ruler inherits all titles. Your successor will like the law, but other members will not. Will slightly disapprove. We have seniority, oldest member of the dynasty. Tanistry, what's this? The ruler and all vassals at 1 and 2 ranks below can nominate an heir, the Tanist, from among the members of the ruler's dynasty. Vassals will tend to favor older members from other branches of the family, especially claimants. Well, let's hold off on that till we have children. Then as soon as we have children, we can actually make a better decision on that. Alright, so we've done intrigue for a little bit. I think it's time that we move on to rulership. Reason for that is it's going to help us be able to take over more territory. So our domain limit has not gone up just yet. Let's see. The peasants in Thenum spend a long time on the road in order to meet with the S. Whatever the S is, I think that's a little error of some kind. Or so your Magister Duril claims. He suggests that it would be in your interest to construct local shrines. In that way, the peasants would not have to travel very far in order to worship. I suppose we can do that. Helps prosperity, always a good thing. And we do kinda need to build a city, which we're almost at the money for it, so just gotta be patient. Why do we have peasant upbreast there? Darn it, woman, you're supposed to be better than that. Omar asks the S. Someone gave up on spelling names. Well, I think it was supposed to be like, because a lot of coding in video games is done like with little things, qualifiers that put something in, and I'm guessing something along the line, whether it's a mod or Crusader Kings messed it up. So I find it curious that the Almcivi priests are constantly pestering Prince Uvrin, no matter what he promises to do or no matter how much money he bestows to the church. I know what he could do. I don't want to do anything. You want my advice, then it'll cost you. I know what Prince Uvrin could do. We'll offer a solution to his problems. We'll see if it works. I think these islands here, I'll hold off on doing anything until we have one of our children. Then we can pass it on to our children. Is she old enough yet? Darn it. 46. I think she only needs a few more years to go. Alright, and I think we could probably make use out of our Spy Master to grab some stuff around here. Let's send him out to Facian here. See what he can do. And we have a good amount of magicka. So let's do that tax modifier. Increases global taxes. So right now we're bringing in 9.54. And it goes up to 10.12. So that one isn't as good as transmute. Transmute is much better, it seems. Oh, I just noticed that Prince Uvrin here doesn't actually have any titles. Well, maybe we can look into changing that. We just have to start getting things figured out. Now, one thing that I noticed that doesn't exactly make sense, but maybe it does, is there, like, I've seen one thing that recommends in Crusader Kings 2 to actually have strong vassals. So, I mean, that's something that we could look into doing. I think once we build our first city, we'll look into doing that. That might help us out. Of course, we have to actually form the duchies then. Probably do the Duchy of Firewatch first. It's relatively cheap, only 100 gold. Lots of peasants have been moving to the county of Sados lately. Your steward suggests building new roads in order to make it easier for the peasants to reach the central holdings. I guess we can do that. And I'm looking to see what kind of stuff we can do in the province as well. We have Pacify Province, Rage Province, increase local income. That's something we could do. Oh, hey, we got some prosperity going. Nice. Ooh, increase technology growth in the targeted province. Try that. Greater version is only 8 magic. Technology spread rate 60%. Are we seeing any noticeable difference here? Well, the spread bonuses to groups, that's helping. Unfortunately, everything else that doesn't actually have a full-on generation rate isn't doing much. Alright, we're at 572. Is that enough? That is enough. We can build a city or we can build an academy. My liege, loyal servants, you keep wanting stuff like that, but I have no desire to give you anything. Not in my main territory anyways. No! I just told someone else that. Alright. Have you ever noticed how beautifully and gracefully Lady... Oh, this is the Amalexia stuff. Everyone's all excited about Amalexia. Alright. Do we do it here or do we do more lordships here? I think we could do it in Sados. That'll work. And hopefully building up the city will... Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, I should have done the city here because that will eventually help the technology rate in the capital. Son of a bitch. Oh, well. The more I think about it, the more ridiculous it seems. A Archmagister having a rival so much beneath me, it seems a bit silly of me to hold him as my rival. I can end the rivalry with this Jarl Harkin. Sure, why not? Ooh, someone's got a faction going against us. Laman. And someone's also looking for increased councils of power. But neither of them are very powerful. And now we're... Okay, so we just ended the rivalry. Now we're going back to being rivals again. Darn it. You just can't not be a rival, apparently. Ryan Miller asks, does anyone get this reference? Which reference? Hit or miss, I guess they never miss, huh? Sorry, Ryan. As much as I'm trying to think about it, nothing there rings any bells. Oh, you know what? I should use my steward here to oversee construction. So let's just do a comparison. So right now this will be finished 7 mid-year of 3405. If we send to oversee construction, give it a moment. Ryan says it's from a song. Oh, that's probably why I don't know it. I know some songs, but I don't know a lot of songs. $34.03. That is taking off 2 years from it. Wow, that's pretty nice. Hey, we made Nolian like us for once. Looking through all of this, I think a barracks over here might be useful. Because how much barracks adds? Pretty much 75 troops, so that's not too bad. It's a little expensive, all things considered, but it's not bad. Also, another thing I want to check, can I build a retinue yet? I only have 202 retinue points, so not really. Yeah, it looks like the usage is, well, 231 for light infantry, 600 for heavy, 500 for the battle mages, 600 for light cavalry, 600 heavy, 660 for skirmishers, so a bit expensive at the moment. At least expensive as far as the retinue costs go. Do I have anything in particular that increases retinue size? An armory. It looks like it's only the armory that actually does it. Okay, something to keep in mind. Alright, we'll build the barracks here. That'll give us another 75 troops. And we're doing illusion, and we have success. I wonder if those little side missions are determined by your learning rate. It could be. If it is, we have a pretty good learning overall. So, Mutsera Gallos of Helnim has provided me with proof that Mutsera Veros of Orin has viciously slandered me. How should I use it? Use it to arrest him. Oh, it's my chancellor. I could threaten him to stay out of factions. What's his place in the council? So Veros is a glory hound. He's not causing too much trouble right now. We'll just try to keep him out of factions. Also, another thing that's worth noting that I've seen in Arumba's playthroughs is prestige actually does affect your rating with your other vassals. So, for example, if we hover over prestige, or hover over their opinion. All the way down at the bottom, you can see there's a prestige plus 7. It's pretty much determined by this. So it's like, we'll round to 1400. Divide it by 2, that's 700, and then divide it by 100 or whatever to get down to 7. So it's not a lot at the start, but eventually as you grow in prestige, it does help. And it can be sort of the thing that gets you over the 0 mark. Pickle Mike says, sing the Skyrim theme song. I don't even think I could. Even if I could. I don't think I would. Ooh, a couple people like me. Oh, people I've given places to, probably. Pickle Mike says, meh, you don't want to make the gameplay immersive. Sorry, Pickle Mike. I am not a singer. Not at all. My Magister, Sirrah Durrell, tells me his efforts at increasing religious fervor have come with great success, and we have an army of zealots. Well, that's interesting. Oh, zealots raised is an option there. Well, that's interesting. I don't know what we're going to do with them, but it's interesting nevertheless. Well, at least the council seems up to capturing some of these people around here. Laman, he's looking to do stuff against us, so I think we should probably capture him. Pickle Mike says, why does Tamriel look so dead? Well, right now we're just looking at the realm screen. Let's see, what's this? A peasant accused of murder is dragged before your court. His wife and children were found butchered in the small hut they called home, and he was standing nearby, covered in their blood. Despite the damning evidence, the man continues to profess his innocence. The animal must be hanged. Alright. Yeah. Looking at Tamriel from the regular terrain doctrine, or not terrain doctrine, terrain view, shows it looking relatively better. Pickle Mike said, kill the children? Well, we can't. The guy already killed his children. Now, if you look over here at Morrowind, or not Morrowind, Vardenfell, which is where the game Morrowind takes place, well then, yeah, it looks dead, but that's because Red Mountain is here, so. Alright, so let's lock up Laman. Hey, we locked him up. Does he only have the barony of Dragon? Oh, and he has the barony of Muthalada, whatever. Oh, we can't do that. Well, let's see. Drillin. You know what? Let's kill him. Oh, we could castrate him. Pickle Mike says use magic to raise them from the dead and kill them again. They're not relevant enough for us to do that. Alright, so this worked pretty good last time we tried to do this. We'll throw him in the oubliette. We will open our spell book. And then we will drain his health. Use the greater version of the spell. And he'll have like a negative... Well, he already has -1 from dungeon. Oh, I have to actually get the game moving in. Drain health and -2 from the oubliette. So he's taken a -5. He's depressed now. That hurts his health. Pretty much everything's going together to kill him. Omar says, sing, Dovahkiin, Dovahkiin. That's all I know. My parents didn't send me to musical school, so I don't know how to sing. Go Dovahkiin, Dovahkiin. I want to rule all of Tamriel. Alright, we're trying to get charitable again. Did it work this time? It did work, yay. So more diplomacy. When we lose a little stewardship, that kind of sucks. But it helps the opinion with a lot of our vassals. My domain's too big now. Oh, because the city holding finished. Well, let's create a new vassal. Now, small town hall, land clearing. Well, the land clearing is cheap. We can do that real quick here. Is there anything here that helps with technology? Public library does. But my technology for that isn't high enough. Pickle Mike asks, how would Tamriel look if they advance in technology like the Industrial Revolution and the invention of the nuclear bomb? It would be an interesting game, to say the least. I don't know. But I'd definitely be interested in seeing what would happen. I know one thing that I've always been interested in seeing is the Fable games, like Fable 1, Fable 2, Fable 3. Those gradually progress in technology levels. So I would think that one day it would eventually get to the point that you would have a Fable set in modern era. So you'd have modern era weapons and then modern era, or well, Fable magic and that sort of thing. I always wanted to see that. I'm not sure what we're going to get in Fable 4 though. But we'll find out. Pickle Mike asks, what is Fable? Fable is... Hey, this guy's dead now, right? Or maybe he just had his land usurped? He's still alive? How did that happen? Oh, there was some kind of war or something, I think. Maybe? Oh no, he was doing a war and he actually won the war, apparently. Well, that's interesting. Anyways, Fable is a role-playing game. The first game came out, I want to say around 2004 on the original Xbox. And in the first game, you had access to magic, and there were a bunch of heroes that were around that could use will, which is magic, or they had strength or skill, which was like dexterity. Oh no, my event spawn troops have wandered off and damaged my piety immensely. Oh well. Is she an adult yet? She's still young. Okay, maybe it's older than 50. But yeah, Fable was a really interesting sort of game because it gave you the opportunity to really explore the good or evil side of you. So, you know, if you had a character that was evil, you could go out and do pretty evil things. You could murder an entire town and then buy up all the land and let people eventually come back to the town and, you know, rent out to them. So it was an easy way to earn a good amount of money in the game. And then in Fable 3, you're acting as a king, and you can choose to either spend money to help defend the kingdom or just hoard all the money for yourself. And if you hoard all the money for yourself, then like countless people in the kingdom will die at the end. Pickle Mike asks, who's the major power right now in this game? Let's see here. We have de jure empires, and we have the Cyrodiilic Empire. Let's take this all the way up. So if we look at the Cyrodiilic Empire, Well, maybe... Oh wait, this is a de jure empire. I forgot. Even though it's a de jure empire, there's actually no Cyrodiilic empire in existence right now. Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. I don't think I've ever really looked at the whole Chronicle thing. Ledger... Favor. Well, let's see. The person with the most prestige is Vasi Kora the Fat, which is one of the snake people. But she doesn't have a lot of troops. She just has a lot of prestige. And she has a lot of domain size, but again, that's about it. Well, let's look at the person who has the most gold. Come on, show us properly. For some reason, it's not quite showing us properly on when we click gold. It's doing it by prestige, so I don't know what's going on there. Independent states. Score, favor, gold, prestige. Alright, so we have the most gold out of everyone. That's actually kind of interesting. I wonder if maybe it's a sign that I'm not doing as well as I could be because I'm kind of hoarding gold instead of using it. We have wars here that show the various wars that have happened, which is a lot. Possible inheritances. And then our titles, our claimants, the domain. Okay. Well, I tried to look at that to show us a sense of who has the most power. Didn't exactly do it, though. We found a Dunmer that's 2996 years old. Oh, because she's a necromancer, too. Interesting. I search all the realm for age. Who's the oldest person in Tamriel? Looks like Absalon. Oh, we have some undead people around here. Oh, it's because they're in the Soul Cairn, which is kind of a whole separate place entirely. It's not shown. Interesting. Soul Cairn, for anyone who hasn't ever played Skyrim, is a location where when you use a soul gem, entrap a soul, those souls go to the Soul Cairn. A troubadour and his wife, the Tobarits, has arrived from High Rock. Their performances range from vulgar Dunmer satires to political Breton Cervantes, and everything in between, including Nordic songs and Cyrodiilic poems of courtly love. I remember those two. They came here last year. Or they will be paid well, I assure you. Well, I'm already charitable. So let's just approve of them. Pickle Mike says, more gold equals to bigger army equates to faster expansion equals to more conquering, territory, and gold. That is true. Let's see, what kind of mercenaries do we have around here? Well, this is actually kind of interesting and actually kind of good. There's no massive mercenary armies here like there are in the regular Crusader Kings. And they actually have a smaller monthly cost as well. So that actually might help us out quite a bit. Alright, let's continue building up this little farm here. Or not farm, but this city. That's what I was trying to say. Actually, know what? I probably should do the barracks here first. That's probably more important. Pickle Mike says, why am I not seeing wars fought? Well, I'm trying to build up my forces here. Because currently the direct force that I have is going to be around 2,500. I suppose I could probably look to take this place here. A party of soldiers flying the banner of Ser Duril of Telmora recently set up camp in the middle of a field belonging to a farmer in Telvanus. According to the farmer, their campfire spread out of control and his entire crop was reduced to ashes. I shall pay the farmer out of my own coffers. Sure, why not? Alright, so we could look to take this location. Alt Bosara. He doesn't have many troops right now. Declare war. Claim Azura's coast. For Count Veros. Or I could just do the border dispute stuff. The border dispute over Azura's coast. Oh, I need more personal wealth though. 278.14. So we need to make some money here, and then we'll be able to do this little war. Or I could put my Chancellor working to fabricate a claim there. If the claim is made, that will make things easier. If not, we can just go ahead and do a border dispute. And yes, I might be aiming a little small, but it'll work. Oh, I was supposed to make that duchy, wasn't I? Of course, I don't really have anyone to really make into a good leader of, like, the duchy. Oh, and apparently it's already ready to go. Well, so we'll use the claim on Azura's coast. Can we declare the war now? And it looks like we can. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. We'll call forth our military and call forth our vassal levies as well. Well, not the one that's in Azura's coast. And not the one that's there. Okay. You guys are going to be mostly our defense. So you head there. You and you head there. Pretty much any of the vassal armies are going to be our defenders, whereas our direct armies will be doing the dirty work. Pickle Mike says, be like a plague, it just keeps expanding. Well, possibly. We just gotta build up, that's the main thing. And they're calling people in to join these wars, of course. Pickle Mike says build up faster. Well, we need money for that. Alright, let's see. So we have Goler here, Nerisea, and Veladea. And we should probably get someone to lead those forces that are there. our little vassal forces. Pickle Mike says, girlfriend, boyfriend, friend, and best friend all end with end, but nuclear bomb has no end. Look at you with the jokes there. Ooh, we have to be careful. These guys are on the move. Alright, let's open our spell book here. What can we do? We can decrease the garrison size. Decay walls. Nuke them. Enchant weapons. Well, they're breaking through pretty quickly, it looks like. How did you get a guy all the way over there? Take those little guys out. And we're still making money, so that's always a good sign. I think we need to do transmute again. There we go. Even more money, I think. Maybe. Actually, maybe not. I was thinking it'd be more money, but apparently I was mistaken. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Just took a moment to show up. Alright, and we will prepare. Well, how's my magic? 18.5. Should be good enough. Pickle Mike says, it seems that the stream doesn't do so well as your Fallout 4 streams. Yeah, I know. That's why I said I may not complete this whole stream, so. Alright. We're here. Let's do a firestorm. Greater version. Didn't seem like it did anything, so I think I actually have to be leading the army to actually do the firestorm correctly. Pickle Mike says no, complete it like a man. We'll see. We'll see how this stream is doing by the time that we get to Total War Warhammer's next expansion. Because if it hasn't started to bring in more views by then, I'll probably just sort of end it prematurely and move on to that. Because Total War Warhammer generally does all right, actually, for the channel for the most part. Okay, there was an army marching around here, and now suddenly we don't see them. I don't like that. We're gonna bring our armies together and then we'll send them out to take them out. Pickle Mike says, me personally, I like this more than Total War Warhammer. Really? Why is that? Is it just that there's more personal options available to you in this game? Pickle Mike says it's one of those games that catches my eye. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bad game. I mean, I definitely do enjoy it, and I definitely do recommend it. The biggest thing is just to keep in mind when you're playing this game, you want to be... I mean, you gotta take your time and learn everything about it. I mean, you know, I've put in time into this game, and there's still so much that I need to learn. Alright, I said I was going to create the Duchy of Firewatch, so let's do that. And let's actually give it to one of the people on my council. Prince Uvren, you are loyal. So you know what, let's grant you, well, let's double check, make sure you're not ambitious. Just zealous. So you know what, we can do that. Grant landed title. Oh, I think I gotta give him some land actually first. That's part of that, before I can make him... give him a duchy over it. My waist is growing bigger, so is my appetite. Let's try and be temperate, I think. Although it hurts health a little bit. Is our wife... she's still young. Come on, wife. Quit being young, damn it. Sarah Honora has inherited barony of Nerusa and other titles from Endar. What happened to him? Murdered on the orders. Oh, more murder. Omar says, you becoming fat? Eat more, you lose weight. And Pickle Mike says, also Warhammer has a unit cap, I think, which I don't like. That's why I like Planetary Annihilation. Oh, come on, after them. After them. Alright, how's this battle coming? Let's slow it down so we can actually view this battle as it progresses. So, the attackers, we're doing pretty good here. We don't have a whole lot of skirmishers. They have a lot more battle mages than us, but... it looks like we're gonna win it, though. And excellent. Omar says Sky. Oh yeah, that is a good point. Yeah, that is Skyrim logic. If you're too heavy, just eat more. Yeah, I mean, yes, Warhammer does have a unit cap, but it's not a terrible unit cap. I mean, you're limited to 40 units in a full army, and you can generally bring in multiple armies. Let's see. Goler here is pretty good as a marshal. Because Pickle Mike says, I fucking knew it. It had a unit cap. Yes, yes. Alright, we're about to start another battle with these guys. Pickle Mike says, I like to do a move called a douche move. Do I want to know what that is? A famous writer proposes to compose your family chronicles. Sure, why not? We have a chance to gain proud, but that's not too bad. Why is our wife still young? She's 55, damn it. Alright, I think we've defeated most of their forces enough that we can start to separate a little bit. Alright, you head to Azura's coast. Ooh, we have a couple things that are available now. Let's see. Majesty helps favor and prestige. I think we'll go with the noble customs. It's not a whole lot, but it's a little something to keep some of our minions in line. Pickle Mike says it's when you don't attack and just build up until the game starts lagging, then release my army upon my enemies, wiping them off the face of the planet. Remember, you can have hundreds of units in planetary annihilation. I guess that's one way to do it. A woman accused of witchcraft in Dunmer has been dragged before your court. Several witnesses have seen her performing dark rituals in her secluded hut, possibly related to recent crop failures. Burn her at the stake. It reduces revolt risk, so you know what? Sure. She did. My liege I've tried to make... Oh, you're making Golar hate us. Bastard. Bastard. Oh, it took him a while to actually say that she was burning at the stake. Oh well. Pickle Mike says, and there is not much they can do to stop my forces. This hurts to say, but not even nukes can stop my army. Oh no. If nukes can't stop them, nothing can. Can I take on centralization now? Yeah, looks like it. Let's do that. Increase our domain limit. And why are you off forming alliances? Miss Lamar or Mr. Lamar or whoever you are. Oh crap, there's a big army here. You guys fall back. You guys take it, then fall back as well. Try to take those guys out. Bastards. Pickle Mike says there's destroying the planet, but that's a different chapter. Oh, as far as planetary annihilation. Ah, damn it, we lost Azura's coast. Well, you know what? Go up and free Kayle Urath here. Let's see, this girl, Sarah Ethal. Is she ambitious? She's just, greedy, patient, content. Would it be possible that I could turn her? We got Gallows. Where is Gallows at? Pickle Mike says, I remember someone said to me that strategy games are difficult. It's just thinking. Yeah, I think that's why strategy games really aren't all that popular with a lot of people, is it requires you to think, and a lot of people just don't like to think. It's sad, but it's just kind of the state of things, you know. It's why Fortnite is such a big game. There's no thinking to Fortnite or anything like that. It's just, you know, go ahead and play it. Ooh, we can get an Argonian court physician. Sure, why not? Eyes like Knight Ironid. Oh, and people are hating that I have the vassal levies raised so long. Where the hell did that little army come from? Alright, let's go back and take Azura's coast. Ooh, I can groom an heir now. Is that because my wife has finally become no, she's still just a Dunmer. But she wants to groom an heir now. What's her fertility at now? Is it above like 0 or whatever? Discern fertility. It's still less than 0. Son of a bitch. Pickle Mike asks, is there a Star Wars mod for this game? I don't believe there is. Not that I've ever seen one. It would be nice if there was one. I would definitely enjoy it. Oh, it looks like Mournhold has separated off. And this guy has a hell of a lot of stuff under his control. Oh, no he doesn't. Just look that way for a moment. But yeah, it'd be neat if there was a Star Wars mod for Crusader Kings 2. I don't know how they would go about doing it though. Probably the closest thing, if you really wanted a mod for Crusader Kings 2, is just go ahead and play Stellaris. And there is a pretty decent Star Wars mod set to come out for Stellaris pretty soon. Pretty soon being like a trademark little thing, because we never know exactly when that's going to be. But hopefully it's going to be relatively soon, because it'll be nice to actually have that. Oh yeah, I guess I can revoke these titles from this guy. Oh, but he's not considered a traitor anymore. Fudge. Oh dear. We're in a battle. Oh, end it. End it. It's at 100%. End it. For the love of God, end it. Yes. Haha. We did it. Alright, have you guys return. Of course there's a little plague going around here. What's that? This is Witbane. Oh, okay. I remember that lovely disease from Morrowind. Pickle Mike says, just assassinate the king and his family, and without a king, people will be in disorder. And that's when you swipe in with your army and take the territory for yourself. It's an interesting idea. And we do actually have a decent amount of plot power here. No! They took my spy master. Well, I was kind of looking to get a new spy master here. Ethel. Will she be good for us? Search Ethel. Can she just not be a spy master? Why can't she be a spy master? We have Gallows there, and we have Teralar. Gallows, where are you at? Helnum is your location here, which is part of the Duchy of Lothanis, which I could create and give to you. I guess I could do it. Let's make the Duchy of Lothanis, I suppose. And we'll grant him the title for the Duchy of Lothanis. A couple of people don't like it, but too bad for them. Omar says, can you make your Wi-Fi a spy master? Oh, your wife. Omar, you can make your wife a spy master. The only thing is you actually don't want to do that, because if you look at your screen, up your intrigue screen, and then look over at your state intrigue. Okay, there we go. Our counselor is now providing his. So you have a spousal score that adds to state intrigue and a counselor score. Well, if you decide to make your spouse a counselor, your spy master, you only get the counselor score, you don't get the spouse score. So even though your wife doesn't provide her full intrigue, she only provides half, it still helps to have that larger score. Yeah, I know people still don't like that I had the vassal levies raised for so long. And is our wife finally an adult? Why is she still young? When do you become an adult, damn it? The cold-blooded destrier and the warm-blooded charger ambled towards each other, their riders preparing to crush their lances against each other. I watched the destrier crash to the ground with its rider crushed beneath. A horse, my kingdom for a horse. Because I'm gregarious, I hurt prestige a little bit, but I helped Marshall. Sure, why not? And Pickle Mike says, age is just a number, newbie. I'm just hoping that my character doesn't become aging or whatever at some point. Alright, well, I don't know why my domain went down again. Like, I gained some land, but then I kind of lost some. Alright. Of a ruler of another religion who still holds land within it. Oh, so I have to take all of this then. Well, let's continue going along, I guess. Oh, that's a burn, Omar. He said, cool, I thought she would do great as a spy master since no one, including you, can touch her. That is horrible. Horrible. Alright, I need to start building here too. Build the next level of the barracks. Yeah, that will work because that expands levy size. Duke Gallos for the Great House of Telvanni. Damn it, Gallos, you're supposed to be good for me, darn it. Let's see, what known plots do we have? Killed Count Pharaohs. Interesting. And now I've pretty much used all my money. Oh well. Pickle Mike asks, are you planning for another attack? I am. That's why I sent my spy master out to fabricate a claim here on Molag Amur. Unfortunately, that might be a little bit of a problem because I don't have a lot of money right now. So if a claim comes up, I might have to pass it up. Because you generally need at least around like 100 gold to take a claim. And I'm almost at Archmage. That's pretty good. Oh, and it would help with building temple build cost and temple build time modifiers. So it looks like I have one already. Yeah, 710 versus the normal. It all sounded as another of Prince Uvrin's paranoid delusions, but I had to agree when he invited me for dinner and the food had an odd taste and a rather strange lingering aftertaste. Someone might be trying to poison Prince Uvrin. You need help and you'll get it. Pickle Mike says, again aiming small. Well, we gotta aim small at the start. Eventually we could probably... Oh dear. Zarabel of Velothi Uprising has declared Telvanni Velothi Revolts. Velothi heretics have risen up in Azura's coast, led by a militant fanatic. If not swiftly crushed, they will spread like wildfire. Bring together our army. Good night, Pickle Mike. Thanks for stopping in. Good luck on your 5 hours of sleep. Alright, so I'm guessing that's happening because of religious differences that are going on there, right? Yes, Velothi versus Almcivi. Don't ask me what the difference... Well, let's see. Velothi... Is that... Does that have something to do with, the big bad dude at the end of... I think Velothi has to do something with, the big bad dude that you fight at the end of Morrowind, if I'm recalling correctly. I think that's who it is. How did Nerisea become... Oh, she has an infection, that's why. I was like, I don't remember taking on a commander that was that weak. Religious unrest and incompetent ruler. That wasn't me, darn it. Although I have the wrong holding here. So that's probably part of it. Do I have something that's saying wrong holding, though? No, it doesn't say that it's the wrong holding. Castle, Fort, Shrine, Academy, and City holdings without penalties. Oh, okay, that's a different change then. Because in regular Crusader Kings 2, you can't hold all of those, but in this mod, you can. Okay, so that's why I'm not getting any negative multipliers from holding the Academy here. But that's actually kind of neat then, because it makes things easier to expand out. You can expand into cities and academies, which are like temples and that sort of thing. Omar says there should be a CK2 mod, Teens. To win friends, you win video games, dress better than others, and verbally burn each other. Interesting there, Omar. Interesting. Yay! Our wife is finally an adult. Let's open the spell book. And we have ended that little rebellion. And another thing we need to do is proselytize in Azura's coast. Of course, our Magister really sucks. He's not very good. But we'll see what he can do. And we have... Oh, I don't have enough gold for it. I suppose I could actually probably take it and just take the negative gold for a couple moments here. It'll be gone soon, so hopefully by that time we'll be avoid any of the potential. Okay, we're at 0. Good. So Molag Amor is now under our control. Let's see. What else could I do here? Let's just have our Chancellor perform statecraft for the moment. Oh yeah, gotta go back. Gotta finally fortify fertility. And then I'll fortify my fertility. And I have 20 points of magicka left. Anything in particular that I could use? I could increase the tax modifier. We'll do the moderate version. Well, we can't do this little thing until we have legalism 2, and we're kind of far away from that. Oh, and how long is this truce lasting? 3422. So it looks like this war we'll have to do in the next one. In the next episode. My Chancellor has improved relations with Anora. Well, that's always a good sign. Hey, we don't have any factions now. That's a great sign. We still have to boost up some of our people, though. Like our steward, for example. I guess I could probably boost up my Chancellor. Does my Chancellor actually serve me well? No, he's a glory hound. What if I give you some titles? We'll give you the Master of Ceremonies. We'll send you a gift, just to be sure. Omar asks, how strong is Amor? Oh, Molag Amor here? Well, to look at the strength, I mean, you have the base region person, but that's not who you're fighting. You're actually going to be fighting the Liege of the area, who's the guy that's over the Tribunal Temple. He has 2.65k people. Who died now? My Chancellor? Oh. Is she good at being a Chancellor? She's good at stewardship. $12. I think we might make ourselves a good Chancellor, perhaps. Or there's this Nerili person. You know what? We'll make her Chancellor, and then we'll give her Azura's Coast, I think. Grant landed title. Azura's Coast. You will accept. I think we'll build her up. And then as we do build her up, we'll eventually be able to have her sort of take over some of this land around here. At least that's the idea. And then we'll eventually make her the duchy person. But yeah, whenever you go to war, generally you want to look all the way up the tree until you get to the person who's in charge of the whole realm. Doesn't always work that way though, like especially if this liege were over everyone here, then you wouldn't actually go all the way up. You, like, say we were a duke and the people we wanted to fight were a duke and both of us were under the same liege. Ultimately, it would just be Duke versus Duke. You wouldn't have to worry about the liege. Now, a liege can decide to change things up a little bit and, for example, enforce realm peace, which ends any wars that are going on at the moment. That kind of sucks. But sometimes it is what it is. Can we revoke any titles from him? No, he's long past being considered a nuisance guy. How are you still not dead? I thought we drained you of your power. We will do nothing for now. It's my wife. She should be cooperative with us. She likes us and all, so. A peasant accused of murder is dragged before your courts. Hang him. Hey, I gained diligence. That's not bad. We're gaining some good traits here. Just a matter of eventually being able to make full use out of them all. Construction level 5 for that. Level Noble Customs, level 4. I'm looking at my options as far as things to take on here. Small exercising area and a small weaponsmith. Both pretty useful. I wish I knew what that land organization thing did. I have no idea what it does, though. Let's see. This upgrade provincial infrastructure. What can I do with that? Or how can I do that? Be aware, however, that well-maintained infrastructure is not cheap. So I need to have at least... So all of the following must be true. Location, have the county modifier basic infrastructure. Oh, basic, average, or advanced infrastructure. Oh no, I just have to have 100 gold? I'm somewhat confused as to how this is supposed to work. Oh, okay. So I just had to click off of that. Prince Uverin has arrested an armed man with ragged armor and a spotty horse. He says the man claims to be a hedge knight, but clearly does not believe the statement. Order him released. Or this is clearly a bandit. Probably a bandit. Alright, so if we upgrade provincial infrastructure, gives the following effects. Local build time reduced. Local tax modifier -10. That's not so good. Supply limit increases. Local movement increases. And levy reinforcement increases. I don't know if I want that. I kind of want to make money right now, more than anything. And we lost... Oh, we lost the Chancellor who... Oh, you took it, you bastard. Wait, who are you? You have a lot of that. I think you're getting to be too powerful, Miss whoever you are. Miss Blind Lady. You're too ambitious for your own good, especially when you're taking territory like that. And Vivek decides he wants to have another parade. Well... I could make my commander here a chancellor, but that's not so good. Let's just bring in a new one from the employment list. 11, he's a gardener, but he's not ambitious, so I guess we could do that. Let's see, several tavern owners in Thenham have come forward to your courts with complaints about Mithura Honora of Narusa. Apparently she has gone on drunken rampages in all their establishments, and they are demanding compensation. Do I like her? Not really. Drinking and debauchery are what taverns are for. Reduces city tax. Mithura Honora shall compensate tavern owners. Or a sigh I will pay. Let's have her pay. She's the one that did it, after all. Alright. Mandarin. Seems like he'll do alright as Chancellor. Not as good as the last guy we had, but it'll be alright. Okay, come on, wife. Why are you not having kids with us yet? Let's check your, before we end it here today, let's go and check how you're doing. Discern fertility. Between 50 and 59%. So we should be having a kid pretty soon, I would think. Makes sense. Ooh, I can arrest her. 58% chance to do it. You know what? We'll do it. And she has now raised her flag in rebellion. Well, that's fine. We'll just destroy her then. I keep having to go around taking out all of my vassals, arresting them because they're plotting against me. Alright, so this is going to be the last little war that we do for today. And then once this is done, well, we'll continue on tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, Wednesday. Because tomorrow's going to be Fallout again. Omar asked, did you put your wife in jail or did you put someone else in jail? I know it's Dunmer, it's hard to tell, but no, our wife is still good. You have a new heir. If your character dies now, you will play as Kayle Urath. I don't remember. Oh, a daughter was born to us. Archmagister Kayle the Mage and Archmagistra Burain. Well, I guess we'll name this one Ryan after all. We'll call her Rihanna, just to make her female. So we finally had a kid. The name for this stream can remain. Yay! Princess Rihanna of the Great House Telvanni. Alright, what do we want her to focus on? No, don't be a sickly child, damn it. Let's have her focus on duty, I think. No, now our wife is complaining about stuff. Call the court physician, damn it. Omar says, yay, so you can touch her. Yes, we can apparently touch her. Well, at least our kid took on the strong trait from us. She didn't take on the genius, but maybe that'll be saved for the next kid. Alright, one place down. We'll take out this next one. Look at this. We have, like, the people who own all of these areas around here are just completely under arrest. Alright, we're almost done with this little rebellion against us. Omar says, is it just me, or does the coast on the right read Lol Thanic Coast? It does pretty much say that now, doesn't it? Alright. Hold on. To the brilliant wizard Kayle, I'm very happy to make your acquaintance. We propose a white peace? No, no white peace. Only enforcing our demands. You will be arrested and put away for betraying us. Alright, to the heroic Archmagister Kayle, I am never too busy for a good talk. We surrender under these terms. Let's see, so lose 200 prestige, is imprisoned, and we gain 50 prestige. Well, so much for her. We revoke her titles. She's a traitor. Our vassals will not object. Well, we could take over the barony of Azura's Coast again. Or we could try to do Orkram or whatever. Well, we have this duchy here that we could create. So, you know, we'll do that. Now, what's the best thing of her holdings? Total levy 265, 829, or 826. Okay, so we'll give this to, we'll revoke Narusa. And can we revoke this one as well? Yes. Hold on, I know. Y'all are unhappy. Okay, we'll give it to this guy. Grant landed title, Barony of Narusa. Actually, you know what? I can get someone better, I think. Let's get someone better before we do any of that. I thought I was looking for a chancellor, not a spy master. Oh, now we're out of money. Or no, we're almost out of money. Arvella, 14. It'll work. Although she's not completely loyal to us. Fine, I'll give it to this guy. He just better prove to be relatively useful for us. Alright, give him Narusa. We'll give him Orkram as well. And grant him the landed title, the Duchy of Narusa. Alright, you are no longer our vassal, so we can release you from prison. Or are you still our vassal? And Nora is still our vassal, but we'll just revoke her title to this. Oh, she's not... Oh, I guess I maybe have to revoke everything at the start when she's a traitor? Maybe. Well, we'll release her from prison then. Alright. Well, folks, that is going to be it here for today. We've made a little bit of progress. Still have a lot of work to do, though. Oh, proselytize in Azura's Coast. Yeah, we still have a lot of work to do. But we do finally have a child now. So hopefully that child will be able to, you know, move on to take over and all that. Oh, for some reason, the, like I was able to change it before, but now apparently it's not giving me the option to change. Steward Heleva has some interesting ideas on how to improve the economy. Sure, we'll take him on. Alright folks, so that's going to be it for this episode. We've made progress, but we'll figure out what happens in the next one. I'm still a little confused about the Great House Telvanni. It's just a titular title. So it may not be a massive thing to lose necessarily. Then again, it could be. Because right now it's showing Rihanna as our heir, even though she's not selected under this to be our heir. So I don't know what's going on, but we'll figure it out. So thanks for watching, folks. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon for any notifications on when I do my streams and videos. Thanks for watching.